Hello friends, it's me, and today Mr. Beast's message for Call of Duty's YouTubers. Let's check out my message to COD YouTubers. Please watch and please from Mr. Beast. Together, let's go.
Recently, I've been watching a lot of my older YouTube videos, in particular the ones where I talk about how much money certain YouTubers make. And I started looking at some of the comments and I realized just how unaware people are of how big the YouTube industry is and just how much income these bigger channels are pulling in. I mean, I could just start throwing out numbers. PewDiePie last year made over $10 million. There's 1,000 plus people who make over 5 figures off of YouTube alone. A lot of people I've noticed when you talk about YouTube and it being jobs, people say, well, what if people don't want to watch your videos tomorrow? And I'm just gonna say this: YouTube is more of a reliable job. You can rely more on YouTube being your job than you can most jobs in our current economy. There's a better chance you're gonna get laid off on your job than people randomly just stop watching your YouTube videos.
But having said that, it depends if you are willing to learn and develop and grow and improve upon your art.
YouTube's actually a really reliable job. I mean, it's insane actually. It really doesn't make sense when you think about it. If you're famous on YouTube, you're gonna be famous next week unless you do something to harm your name or unless you stop uploading. YouTube is actually a really reliable job. YouTube is actually taking the entertainment power out of these huge TV corporations and handing it to ordinary people like me and you.
And these are words from a young Mr. Beast, young Jimmy. He said this around 10 years ago. And now he is the king of YouTube. His advice, well, there's a saying in Chinese, 不听老人言，吃亏在眼前. Used to be true, but now in the society where everybody is educated, in a world where the young people are learning more than older people, this phrase doesn't hold much truth. In translation, 不听老人言，吃亏在眼前. If you don't listen to the old people's words, you will suffer. You will regret. Well, Mr. Beast, he's saying words of wisdom when he was a teenager, a young adult, and now he became a king, multi-millionaire, the king of YouTube.
We can become extremely successful off of YouTube with minimal effort. And I know what you're thinking. Beast, if it's that easy, why aren't you making 5 figures a year? Why aren't you successful? And really
Bro, he is successful. He is successful, bro.
The only answer I can give to that question is the reason I'm not successful is because I'm doing Call of Duty commentaries. Heck, I mean, if you're watching this video, you've probably already come across like 7 or 8 other COD channels today. It's really overdone. I've said it before, and I just really need to just stop doing Call of Duty commentaries. It's just so many people do it, and once you click off this video, you're never gonna think of it again. It's just a...
Mr. Beast makes a very good point. It's like humans are habitual creatures. It's force of habit, habitual creatures.
Another commentary from another person on YouTube. Like, realistically speaking, because so many people do Call of Duty commentaries or just commentaries over top of any video game, you know, the chances of me getting noticed are like 1 in probably 20 to 30,000. That's how unrealistic it is. I like YouTube a lot, and I think I just need to pursue something different on YouTube. I think Call of Duty commentaries, I think I'm good at it, but that doesn't matter. It's a luck game, and the chances of me getting noticed off of it are way too slim, and it would take way too many years to get where I want to on YouTube. Which is why a week ago I posted a news video, and it wasn't the world's best, but I really am thinking about pursuing that area of YouTube, because a lot of people search stuff that I could cover on the news, and I'm just, as you could probably tell from this video, I'm interested in YouTube money and just stats like that, and
I'm just glad that Mr. Beast, even when he's young, he's showing his passion to learn, to grow, to develop, to admit that, hey, my mistakes, what I'm doing right now, it's not working. It's a mistake. I should improve. I should better myself. Not a lot of individuals is able to admit that they are at fault. Not a lot of individuals are able to say that I'm sorry. And not a lot of individuals can forgive other people's silly mistakes. I'm glad Mr. Beast is being a positive role model for all. Thank you so much.
I'd like to cover news over that. I mean, I need to do something besides Call of Duty commentaries, and I think that's the route I want to take. So, Beast, why are you making a Call of Duty commentary then? Well, pretty much one of the things I wanted to get across in this video is a lot of people who watch me, they post Call of Duty videos or they post commentaries of some sort. I would recommend to people that you try to pursue something different in your time on YouTube. Call of Duty commentaries are overdone, and realistically speaking, you're not going to get noticed. Even if you're posting the greatest content ever, it's just not going to get recognized. But I don't think
Mr. Beast makes a very good point. Right? Like realistically speaking, it just might not work.
you should quit YouTube because YouTube's such a good industry and YouTube's growing. Right now is the best time to get noticed on YouTube.
YouTube is a positive sum game.
Think you should try to pursue something different, something besides Call of Duty, and that's I just wanted to give that advice to some people. Hopefully this helps someone. I hate seeing people spend hours upon hours every day making Call of Duty videos, kind of like I do, and the chances of you getting anywhere are just so slim. It's not going to happen. And I'd like to recommend that you pursue something different in YouTube. Don't quit YouTube. Just find something different to upload. If you know anything about computers and you've been doing YouTube for a while now, you could very easily stop posting COD and find something else. Find a different niche in something else and turn YouTube into a career. It's not that unrealistic, but I don't think you're going to find that posting Call of Duty because it's so overdone.
And these are words of wisdom coming from a young king. Someone that wasn't even a king in the first place, someone that wasn't even, popular in the first place. A young Mr. Beast that later became the king of YouTube.
And I just like to recommend to you guys that you try to pursue something else on YouTube. There's so many communities outside of the Call of Duty community on YouTube, and if you hop into one of those and you have the slightest bit of computer and YouTube knowledge, you could really turn it into something. So I just wanted to try to give out a little bit of advice and just try to help some people and let you know what I've been thinking about. That's pretty much all.
Yeah, that's a good advice. Thank you so much, Mr. Beast, for sharing your words of wisdom. Thank you. Especially when you are still a young adult. You are a teenager when you are giving this advice. Thank you.
Listen to the rule, do what you do to get by, cause I keep ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me
Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll be finding this video quite interesting to watch, and a lot of educational points from a young Mr. Beast. Note again, he is a young adult. He was a teenager at this point in time in which he's giving this advice, and his advice stay true. YouTube career as a whole is everybody benefits if you are willing to learn, if you're willing to improve, if you're willing to keep up your game. Yeah, stand out from the crowd. Thank you so much, Mr. Beast, for this informative video. It was very knowledgeable and very educational. Thank you. And I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this video until this. Comment down below on what you learned, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much. Subscribe.